Ladies, I am here tonight on the show. And tonight we do Monday Night Raw recap. So this show starts off with Randy Orton and Matt Riddle in the ring celebrating Randy Orton's 20 years. Jesus Christ, man. It's been in WWE since what, 2003, 2002? Jesus Christ, 20 years for Mr. Randy Orton. Jesus. He's only like 41 too. You think he wants to go for another 10, which would be 50. Jesus Christ. But yeah, that he's talking about, kind of talking about thinking, guys like Mick Foley, Triple H, John Cena for, great matches, whatever. And then, you start off Seth Rollins. I know I beg your battle on. Matt Riddle brings out an old friend, um, Cody Rhodes. They hug, but then Seth Rollins interferes, and this is where we finally get the storyline going here. Then Ezekiel comes out, then Kevin Owens comes out, then the Usos come out. It leads to a what was it? A 6-man tag? What was it? 6-man or a 10-man tag team match? That was pretty much the main event of the. It was Cody. It was a 6-man. It was 10-man. Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, Matt Riddle, and Ezekiel versus the Usos, Seth Rollins, and Kevin Owens. Excuse me, 8-man. I beg you pardon them. Pendejo face for me. Next, we have the first match of the night, which is I don't know why they had this match on Raw. They should have this fucking at the pay-per-view Backlash, but whatever. Bianca Belair putting her title on the line versus Sonya Deville. Sonya Deville fucking restarting the match over and over. Eventually, finally, Bianca Belair wins it after like the third time she beats her. Kind of low-key burying Sonya, but whatever. Bianca Belair wins. Then after that, we get Veer Mahan versus Sam Smoothers, who's a fucking jobber. Obviously, Veer Mahan destroys him. Next, we get an arm wrestling contest between Bobby Lashley and Almas. Bobby Lashley wins the arm wrestling contest, but then Almas attacks him. He grabs the table where they do the arm wrestling contest, and he fucking kept heading up like if it was a fucking chair. He kept heading in the chest and the rib area for Bobby Lashley. So he beat the shit out of Bobby Lashley with that shit. Next, we get Tamina. We had a tag team match between Tamina Snuka and Akira Tozawa versus Reggie and Dana Brooks. Akira Tozawa and Dana Brooks actually win. I beg you pardon. Akira Tozawa and Tamina Snuka win the match. Whatever. So then Becky Lynch comes out, and for the first time in 3 weeks, and she lost to WrestleMania, and she's talking about how she had rock bottom, how this is the first time in 3 years she's not champion, and she's like, I had rock bottom, and then she's like, wait a minute, if I had rock bottom, that means I can only go up from there. So she starts firing her own self up, but then Asuka comes back. So I guess they're gonna start a feud with Asuka. I remember it's interesting because back in 2020 when she was champion and Asuka won Money in the Bank, she actually ended up putting she told Asuka not only was that Money in the Bank, but the women's champion was on that briefcase because I'm relinquishing it because I'm leaving because I'm pregnant. So it kind of interesting. I think she tweeted after the show. I handed this woman my woman's title 2 years ago. Becky Lynch did. So kind of an interesting storyline there. The Street Profits do a backstage segment saying they're challenging the winner of the RK Bro Usos match at Backlash, and they want to be the next number one contenders. Next, we got Damian Priest versus Finn Balor. Damian Priest wins. Finn Balor continues to get buried. Then we get we get a Miz TV with Austin Theory. Jesus Christ. And then Mustafa Ali comes out. And I guess I don't know, Mustafa Ali. I don't know why they put him in this spot, whatever. I know there's been a lot of backstage shit that he wants out of he wants to be released, but McMahon won't release him. He has like 2 or 3 years left on his contract. So, but whatever. Mustafa Ali tells Austin Theory to, give me a match for U.S. Championship, and a U.S. Open challenge. He says no, but I texted Vince McMahon, and you're having a one-on-one match versus The Miz. Whatever. Mustafa Ali actually wins the match. Kind of surprising. He actually wins the match. Then after the match, Tommaso Ciampa attacks him for no reason. He just attacked him pretty quick, like up in the ramp, up in the stage area. And then they just go to commercial, and it makes sense. Like, he just attacked him, and they just whatever. Then it was the fucking main event time. Cody Rhodes, Ezekiel, and RK Bro versus Kevin Owens. And it was a good match. At the end, Randy Orton RKO's everybody. He hits an RKO on Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, and the Usos. He wins by doing a fucking RKO. The Jey Uso or Jimmy Uso jumps at the top rope. He catches him, and that's how he wins the damn match. And that was pretty much the damn end of the show, ladies and gentlemen. That was pretty much the end of the show. Was whatever. It's better than SmackDown for sure. I think last week with the comedy, right? For me, it went faster. But I know a lot of people hate the comedy stuff. For me, it's too long, 3 hours. I think this would have been fantastic if it would have just been 2 hours. Like, if you give this show the SmackDown slot with what they're doing, it would be great. But that third hour is like, Jesus Christ, But if you would put what you're doing on Raw, switch it over to SmackDown for just 2 hours, it would be fantastic. But it is what it is. But I'll have to say, until next time, thank you.